Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, wherever you are watching this program from. I welcome you and I appreciate you for being part of this platform. Please, as you connect on this platform, invite others to join you. If you are joining from Biafra land, from Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, whichever part of the world you are joining us from, I welcome you to this very platform and I urge you to invite others to join us. If you have not subscribed to this very channel, please kindly subscribe, like and share the program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Make sure you bring someone to this very program. It is very important because we must continue to keep people on their toes. We will continue to create awareness to Biafrans and the rest of the world on what is going on in Biafra land. This platform is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a platform where we speak about the Biafran Republic government in exile, a platform where you bring you information that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra, a platform where we bring you information that are coming from the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile. Today is the 4th of June, 2024. We are here once again to update you on the situation of things. As you all know, Biafrans has made a clear and loud statement and they have shown the world that they are ready and willing to go home. Most of the blackmail and propaganda of the past have been destroyed completely with the actions of the Biafrans today. You can now agree with me that the Biafran people are ready, more than ready to go home, with more than 40 million votes that is already available. The Biafrans are ready to go home. And at the end of the whole vote, when it will be announced in Finland by November, December, it is going to be massive. The world will have no choice than to support the independent state of Biafra, because there is no way you can jeopardize the life of more than 40 million against less than 5 million that voted in their election. Wherever you are watching this program from, if you don't know what is going on, I want to update you. I want to share a very important video with you. Listen to what this video has to say. It is bringing information. Listen to every single word that is spoken on this very video I'm about to play. You are going to learn a lot. Let's watch.
Is the fight against terrorism in Nigeria leading to the unjust persecution of innocent civilians? This question is at the heart of a heated debate that has emerged from recent statements made by Simon Ekpa and Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. As tensions escalate between the Biafran independence movement and the Nigerian government, the consequences of their actions are becoming increasingly dire for the people in the region. Simon Ekpa, a prominent Biafran activist, recently issued a stark warning against the Nigerian government's tactics. He criticized the government for responding to attacks on their reintegrated terrorist forces by arresting and killing innocent men, women, and young boys. Ekpa called for resistance against this system, urging Biafrans to stay vigilant and avoid interactions with security forces, whom he labeled as terrorists. Ekpa's message highlights a profound mistrust of the Nigerian military and police, particularly in Biafra land. He announced a ban on all checkpoints in the region, asserting that the Biafra government would neutralize any Nigerian armory within their territory.
The Biafra government, if they don't understand what government is all about, Biafra government is completely in charge of Biafra land. The de facto government and the government in exile controls the entire Biafra territory. And for that reason, we ban every checkpoint. And when we continue to say, when we ban checkpoint, stay away from checkpoint, because the day it will happen, nobody will tell you. Anybody crying today that they kill military in Aba.
President Tinubu has argued that Kanu's incarceration has become a pretext for criminal elements to perpetuate violence in the southeast. He suggested that releasing Kanu could remove this justification and help reduce the violence. The president also called for security agencies to target those advocating for stay-at-home protests, labeling their actions as treasonous. This stance underscores the government's determination to maintain order, but it also raises concerns about suppressing legitimate expressions of dissent. Balancing security and civil liberties remains a delicate task. The Biafran conflict is not just a regional issue, but part of a broader pattern of secessionist movements and ethnic conflicts across Africa. The international community watches closely, recognizing the potential implications for regional stability. How Nigeria handles this crisis could offer lessons for other nations facing similar challenges. For ordinary Biafrans, the ongoing conflict disrupts daily life, creating an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty. The need for inclusive dialogue and a comprehensive approach to peace and reconciliation is more urgent than ever. This involves addressing political, economic, and cultural grievances while dismantling criminal networks that thrive on instability. Resolving the Biafran conflict requires a nuanced strategy that respects the rights and aspirations of all parties involved. Ensuring political representation, economic development, and cultural recognition for Biafrans within a unified Nigeria is essential. Accountability for those exploiting the situation for personal gain, whether they are criminals, corrupt officials, or external actors, is also crucial. As we delve deeper into the Biafran conflict, it becomes clear that the struggle is not just about territorial control, but about addressing long-standing grievances. The historical context of the Biafran struggle for independence dates back to the Nigerian Civil War of the late 1960s, which left indelible marks on the nation's fabric. Despite the war ending decades ago, the scars and unresolved issues continue to fuel the quest for Biafran self-determination. Simon Ekpa's recent statements resonate with many Biafrans who feel marginalized and oppressed by the Nigerian state. His call to resist the indiscriminate violence perpetrated by security forces highlights a fundamental issue of human rights abuses. Ekpa urges his people to be cautious and avoid areas where they could become targets of such violence, reflecting a community under siege and desperate for safety. The banning of checkpoints in Biafra land, as declared by Ekpa, is a direct challenge to the Nigerian government's authority in the region. This move signifies a bold step towards asserting Biafran autonomy. Ekpa's claim that the Biafran government will neutralize Nigerian military armories in the region underscores the severity of the conflict and the lengths to which Biafran leaders are willing to go to protect their people and assert their independence. The incident in Aba, described by Ekpa as a false flag operation, adds another layer of complexity to the conflict. By suggesting that external enemies are orchestrating violence to discredit the Biafran movement, Ekpa introduces a narrative of external manipulation. This perspective shifts some of the blame away from internal actors and highlights the geopolitical dynamics that may be influencing the conflict. President Tinubu's stance on the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brings a critical dimension to the conflict. Kanu's imprisonment has been a flashpoint for protests and violence.
Olushola Diya for helping to de-escalate tension in the state and not embarking on a reprisal. Well, in the meantime, a video showing militants said to be part of a special unit of the Dragon Squad brandishing AK-47 rifles while celebrating after the tragedy on Biafra Day has gone viral.
Defend the Biafra land by making sure that those who come to kill them enforce the disappearance of their brothers and neutralize, and they go and start attacking innocent people. Is that the kind of system you want to support? For how long? No. But this has been the modus operandi of those who call themselves military.
This declaration comes in response to President Tinubu's controversial policy of reintegrating former terrorists into the national army and police, a move seen by many Biafrans as exacerbating their insecurity. A recent attack on soldiers in Aba, Abia State, on May 30th, 2024, further inflamed tensions. Ekpa described this incident as a false flag operation orchestrated by enemies of the Southeast to discredit the Biafran cause. This claim suggests that external actors are manipulating the situation to sow discord and maintain instability in the region. Criminal gangs and politically motivated groups have also exploited the chaos for their own gain. These non-state actors, many of whom are not from the Southeast, have turned insecurity into a profitable enterprise. Their activities have added another layer of complexity to the conflict, making it even more difficult for local leaders and the Nigerian government to restore peace and order. Amidst this turmoil, the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, remains a contentious issue. The president's call to target those advocating for stay-at-home protests illustrates the government's commitment to maintaining control. Labeling these actions as treasonous highlights the serious approach the government is taking towards any form of dissent. This raises important questions about the balance between national security and the right to protest, a fundamental democratic principle. The broader implications of the Biafran conflict for Nigeria and the region cannot be ignored. The struggle is emblematic of broader issues of ethnic and regional tensions in Nigeria and other African nations. How Nigeria addresses the Biafran issue could serve as a model or a cautionary tale for other countries dealing with similar internal conflicts. The plight of ordinary Biafrans caught in the crossfire is a stark reminder of the human cost of this conflict. The disruption of daily life, economic hardships, and pervasive insecurity are realities that Biafrans face. These conditions underscore the urgent need for a peaceful resolution that addresses the root causes of the conflict and provides a path towards stability and development. Efforts to resolve the Biafran conflict must prioritize dialogue and inclusivity. Engaging with a broad range of stakeholders, including local leaders, community groups, and international mediators, is crucial. A solution that considers the political, economic, and cultural dimensions of the conflict is necessary to achieve lasting peace. Addressing economic disparities and ensuring development in Biafra land is essential. Economic empowerment can help alleviate some of the grievances driving the conflict. Investments in infrastructure, education, and healthcare are critical components of a comprehensive peace strategy that can improve the lives of Biafrans and contribute to long-term stability. Cultural recognition and political representation are also key elements in resolving the conflict. Ensuring that Biafrans have a voice in the political process and that their cultural identity is respected and celebrated within a unified Nigeria can help build trust and foster a sense of belonging. In conclusion, the Biafran conflict remains one of Nigeria's most pressing challenges. The statements from Simon Ekpa and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu reflect the complexities and deep-seated issues at the heart of this struggle. Addressing these issues with strategic, compassionate, and inclusive approaches is essential for achieving peace and stability in the region. With that said, thanks for watching. Until next time.
The video you just watched is a great summary of what is actually happening in Biafra land. The person who made the video was able to capture some important issues, and that is exactly what the situation is. There is no other way to save Biafra except independence. And the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, has taken up that challenge to make sure that Biafra is free from the contraction called Nigeria. Wherever you are as a Biafran, give your help, and the people of the world that are watching. The intimidation, the dehumanization of Biafran people is unacceptable. Will always be unacceptable, and we can never accept that. Fellow Biafran that are watching, the time has come for us to take our fate into our own hand and pursue the freedom of the people. We must continue. There's no going back. It is either Biafra or Biafra. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being part of this program. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne.